I had an interesting experience this morning that left me feeling very nostalgic. And it reminded me of why I really respect my friend, my colleague, Henry Sanders, and the work that he's doing with Madison 365, and why I've agreed to write a column that's called Black Faith Matters. I went to the barbershop this morning, and there were young African-American men sitting around talking about the events, current events that are taking place in our nation. So they're talking about Dallas, and they were talking about old things that have happened between police officers and African-American men. And it reminded me of sitting in the barbershop on Saturdays for 3 or 4 hours waiting for your barber to be free. And the older black men would sit in the windows with newspapers, and they'd peer over them from time to time to give us young men lessons about life, love, money, women, work, education, the system, the white man. And to hear young men speak so freely about what they were concerned about, their concerns for their sons, for their daughters, and for their own lives, their own safety, it reminded me of why it is so important for African Americans, and in this case this morning, African American men, to have places to go where they can just share their thoughts, voice their concerns without pushback or people over-analyzing what they're saying or feeling that somehow they're going to be misquoted or seen as hate mongers or people who are divisive. And so I valued that space where I heard authentic black male voices lament what they see happening in this country as they try to figure out where we fit in to the American dream. And so that experience reminded me of why places like Madison 365 is so important. A place where we can share what we think, see, feel, and do so unapologetically. And so I'm looking forward to kicking off my series of articles real soon, because I have a need to voice and to vent in a place that's not my pulpit or not my nonprofit, but I can speak as a dad, as a husband, as a community leader, as a professor, as a columnist, as a communicator. I need to talk about what I'm seeing and what I'm thinking and what I'm feeling. I'm definitely a part of the solution. That's a given. But what's not always a given is that I'll have space to clearly be able to articulate what's harmful to me, what's painful, and what's just plain degrading. So I'm looking forward to using this space on Madison 365 to voice those things and to share how I'm seeing the world, particularly through the lens of an African-American man of faith. So I hope that you'll be inspired by what I'm writing, and I look forward to hearing back from you and hearing your response to those things.